To get muscle growth, you need to compensate your body with a large amount of protein. So I want to talk about protein real quick here. Now, the biggest thing I focus on in my diet is proteins, because proteins are the building block of your muscles. Carbohydrates are your overall energy. They power your brain, they power your heart, they power everything, but proteins are the building block of your muscles. If you want to build muscle, if you want to build muscle mass, you need to give your body a consistent, large amount of protein so it can turn that protein into muscular mass, muscular strength. It's the building block. The average, from what I've heard, again, I'm not a fitness expert, I'm not a nutritionist or a physiologist or anything like that, but from my experience, the best thing you can do is give yourself about 1 gram of protein per 1 pound that you weigh. So if you are a 150-pound person, you should consume somewhere around 150 grams of protein. Now, there's a common misconception that you need to consume a large amount of protein at once. That's not true. If you eat too much protein at once, not only are you going to get constipated, your stomach's going to hurt, it's going to make you sick, but if you consume too much protein, your body can't possibly absorb it all at the same time. So if you're consuming 100 grams of protein in one sitting, in one shake, you're only going to consume maybe 20 to 30 grams, and the rest is just going to be waste. Your body's going to kick it out and not absorb it. The best thing to do with your protein is to get various sources of protein and split it up throughout the day. So maybe do 20 to 30 grams per meal plus your snacks throughout the whole day so that you equal, in this example, 150 grams of protein. So, in some cases, you might eat, what I try to do when I design my meals each day is I start with protein. I think, what am I going to eat for my protein? Proteins can be anything. You have milk, you have soy milk, you have whey protein isolates and concentrates. Isolated is your better option. You have peanut butter, you have eggs, all kinds of different things like that. So what I try to do when I design my meal every day is I will think protein first, carbohydrates second, and then fats and everything else, condiments, all that stuff, I try to just completely knock out. Because the higher quality of the food you put in your body, the higher quality your body is going to be. So the higher quality the composition of your body is going to be, because what you eat is what you are. It's true. I mean, you're not going to turn into a donut if you eat donuts, but you will turn into that enriched flours and sugars and the garbage and the fats that you don't need. Your body just doesn't need that stuff. It really honestly doesn't. Your body does need fats. Okay, saturated fats you want to avoid. That stuff is really, you don't want to consume too much saturated fat. Peanut butter does have it, yes. You can eat some. Your body needs fats. Your best thing is to get your omega-3s, which are your fatty acids, which power your heart and your muscles, is to consume poly and monounsaturated fats. So instead of vegetable oil, get extra virgin olive oil, something along those lines. Instead of peanut butter, when I buy peanut butter, I get the all-natural peanut butter. The ingredients that is on the back of my protein, the ingredients, okay, this is one of the brands that I get for peanut butter. It's really good. It's this one here. I'll get this a little bit closer for you. You see, it has some additional omega-3s added. The ingredients, this is what's important. You don't want all that extra garbage that's in the other brands I'm not going to mention, but the stuff that's in there that you don't need. This one, ingredients, I'm going to read them to you. Peanuts, natural oil blend, which is flaxseed and palm fruit oils, salt, and molasses. Molasses is just there for texture and flavor. But the idea is to get quality out of this. I'm not consuming garbage. It doesn't have added sugars and things that I don't need, which you'll find in a lot of the commercial brands. So that's what you need to focus on, is eating clean. When I buy pasta, for example, I buy only the whole wheat stuff. Let me show you here. I need to go grocery shopping, so I can't show you everything, but this is a general idea of some of the things that I consume. This is just one brand that I have right now, currently. And the ingredients here, I'm not going to read them all, well, actually, you know what, I might. If the ingredients list is this long, it's probably bad. All right, so what I get ingredients, durum whole wheat flour and semolina blend, whole flaxseed meal, wheat fiber, and just a couple preservatives, and that's about it. All right. So keep in mind, I mean, it doesn't have any enriched or bleached flours. An enriched product, whenever you read the back of something and it says enriched flour, what that means is not that it's some special super flour. What that means is through processing, they stripped everything that was important right down to the base, and then they added some stuff, some vitamins back to it to make it somewhat healthy. So it took all the original nutrition and just added some stuff to make it better. It's because it's cheaper. So, you can use enriched bleached flour over, they'll use it in a lot of commercial products because it's cheaper stuff to produce. But again, your body is a product of what you consume. So what I try to do is I avoid enriched products. I eat natural peanut butters. I consume usually skim to 1% milk. I like to put milk in my coffee. I do consume coffee. I'll get into that later. Coffee itself is not bad. What's bad is the sugars and the creamer that you add to it. Other thing, hydrogenated oils. You'll find it in a lot of stuff, a lot of commercial grade crap stuff. You don't need hydrogenated products. It's bad for you, okay? Bad, bad, bad. So when I design a diet, I buy things like pasta. I buy skinless, boneless chicken breasts, buy the large package, I bring them home, I take them out and I individually wrap in plastic, toss in the freezer. When it's time to cook them, I take each breast out, put it in some lukewarm water for about 10 minutes, it thaws out. Once it's completely pliable, it's thawed, cook it up. Chop it into little squares and you can cook that stuff within a couple of minutes. Just make sure it's completely cooked through and you're good. Toss that on some whole wheat pasta, and then what I like to do, I don't have any, but I like to buy the big cans of tomato sauce. Either crushed tomatoes or just straight up tomato sauce. When I look at the ingredients, the only thing it has in it is tomato and maybe some salt, and that's it. And how natural is that? You can buy marinaras and stuff like that, but you don't want the stuff that has added sugars and just the crap you don't need.